What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sneaker Huddle. In today's video, we're going to be talking about sneaker news and upcoming sneaker releases. Now, getting into the first sneaker news for today, it looks like Action Bronson's New Balance 990 V6 will release on June 30th. And here we have some more detailed looks of him wearing the shoes on feet. And they did release last week on his website, which was a horrendous release method. It looks like we'll have a legit chance to cop on June 30th. Now, Paris Fashion Week was last week, and obviously Jerry Lorenzo has headed to German manufacturer Adidas, and he was wearing some beautiful upcoming Fear of God Athletics Adidas collaborative sneakers, and these are perhaps some of the best looks that we've had at them so far, so let's check them out. Now, this first one that he's rocking with these dark heather gray oatmeal Fear of God Essential sweatpants, and these right here are super clean. I would say maybe this colorway is like a light bone, then comes with the white midsole, white outsole. You can also see him talking to Jared Leto wearing the exact same model. And also this fit, I assume, was more of a casual, just kind of out for the afternoon or maybe out for the night kind of vibe. And this right here is very similar to like the Nike Mocs, but this one perhaps is kind of a mid-top, and it does have, of course, the 3-stripe branding on the toe. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Jerry Lorenzo, and I think he's going to save Adidas in terms of hype culture. Triple white Air Jordan 1 lows for the GOAT at NASCAR Alley's 400 event this weekend. Now, it looks like, of course, UNC basketball did, of course, get the upcoming Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG UNC's early. Now, there is rumors that there's going to be 400,000 pairs of these, and I just hate when these people throw out these stock numbers. No one has any idea whatsoever, but anyone will make up anything to get their logos out there. So yeah, we'll see if these will be an easy cop on release day, which of course with the Jordan 1 being less demanded, I don't think that people are going to sleep on this UNC colorway. But a pair that's going to be releasing this fall somewhere around here, the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Palomino. This is a super clean colorway. We just did our on foot review of this. Be sure to check it out right there when you're done with this video. Now, it looks like Mischief has an upcoming collaborative release with Crocs, and this one really catches me by surprise. I guess they're going to call these big yellow boots, and they do have the Croc perforated holes within the big boot, I guess is what we're going to call these. When I saw this, I thought that they were knocking off Crocs because they are known to knock off people, but I'm really surprised. It looks like this is, I think, a Crocs collaboration, or maybe it's not. I don't know. They tagged Crocs, but when we go to Crocs page, or no, Crocs did post it. So I guess this is going to be official collaboration with Croc, and they did theme this with no other at Paris Fashion Week with a clown. And I think anybody that wears these, I hate to say it, but that's what it's going to be. Now, it's no surprise that Nike has been putting a big push on the Nike Mac Attack, and this past week it looks like Social Status is going to receive a collaboration with James Whitner Social Status on the Nike Mac Attack. Now, it looks like we're going to receive a Nike Dunk Low Red Panda. Now, these videos come from Sneaker Knockers, and I don't really know how to feel about these. They're okay. They're not bad. Not anything too crazy, but I don't know what to say. Now, moving on to a pair that I'm more excited for. It looks like we do have an upcoming New Balance 550 collaboration with South Korean streetwear This Is Never That. I really love how they did put the black midsole, the black outsole on top of like it almost looks like the dyed custom New Balances that people were doing in the past year. They kind of brought that concept to the 550, and I really like the violet colorway that we have here, and I'm really feeling that kind of brownish olive colorway. And Nike has waited not long at all to put out their first promo with first overall NBA draft pick Victor Wembanyama. I think I'm saying that correct. This kind of reminds me when Giannis Antetokounmpo was first drafted into the NBA, nobody could get his name right. I think I'm getting that right, Wembanyama. So with this first promo with Nike out, I wonder how long it will take for Wembanyama to get his first signature shoe, because I do think that he's going to have a massive audience behind him, and there's going to be a lot of new San Antonio Spurs fans out there. And another thing that I have here that I wanted to point out is take a look at this photo. When I have to dunk a basketball, I have to jump, I don't know how far, really long ways up in the air. This right here, I think he's about 4 inches off the ground. Now, Travis Scott and Bad Bunny fans will be excited for this one. Bad Bunny has been spotted with the AKA Utopia briefcase, so it is confirmed that Bad Bunny is going to make the new album. Here we have a better look at the upcoming Air Jordan 12 Retro Neapolitan. I don't really know how to feel about this one. It's very similar to the DMPs. It surprises me that they would release the DMP and the Neapolitans this close together and not space them apart. And here we have an official look at the upcoming Air Jordan 7 UNC, also known as the chambray colorway. Now, it looks like Kid Cudi has an upcoming Mischief Supernormal 2 collaboration on the way. He did reveal this at one of the festivals that he was at this past weekend, and taking a look at the model, it's very bold, very fuzzy, kind of reminds me of those Cactus Plant Flea Market dunks that released, you know which ones I'm talking about, the Grinch ones. These are obviously a very completely different material, but just kind of the fuzziness of it just kind of reminded me of that, and overall the shape of it. The midsole outsole kind of looks like an Air Force One, but let us know down below in the comments, are you feeling these? And also, while we're talking about Kid Cudi, he also was gifted the extremely rare Friends and Family Spider-Verse Air Jordan 1 utility. Now, moving to Paris Fashion Week, things are going to get a little crazy right here, a little bit of wacky, but talking about Comme des Garçons, they have this upcoming shoe that's going to be releasing. I don't really, this is crazy, but the main thing that I wanted to to talk about that I just came across was they do have an upcoming Nike ACG collaborative sneakers on the way, and I think that both colorways are super clean, the white and the black. It looks like they have a triple black and a triple white. Now this video here comes from Swift Soul, and it's a detailed look at the upcoming Nike SB Dunk Low April skateboards. And going back to Paris Fashion Week last week, we have the New Balance gang. We have Salehi Bembury, Amine, and no other than Action Bronson. New Balance is slowly building up a really strong resume of collaborative sneakers, or maybe I should say sneaker designers. But anyways, what I mainly wanted to hit here is Salehi Bembury did tease that he has an upcoming 1906R collaboration on the way. And the 1906R has been one of the most trendiest sneakers when it comes to sneaker trends for summer, and this will probably carry over into fall. And with this colorway, it is almost looks like it's metallic silver overlays with that kind of a Phoenix Suns vibe with this kind of like oranges to a yellow gradient. I really love these, and I think a lot of people are going to be really excited for these. And I think that this is going to get a lot of hype, even more hype behind the 1906R. Now it looks like we do have an Adidas Yeezy Slide in an MX Moon colorway that's going to be dropping very soon. And this past week, right before his charity classic that's going to be going down in Miami, DJ Khaled did tease the upcoming Air Jordan 1 Royal Reimagined. Now after 30 years, it looks like Korn is officially going to receive an Adidas collaboration on first the Campus 2000. And we just talked about James Whitner and Social Status with collaborations on the Nike Mac Attack, and I just came across this photo of some additional colorways of the Nike Mac Attack that could perhaps release very soon that do have Social Status stamped onto the heel. So it looks like they could have quite a few that are going to release within the pack. A Cold Wall has announced that they have 3 upcoming Nike Air Maxes that are going to be releasing. They have a blue pair, a white pair, and a black pair. And these aren't really too much, but the subtle little details that we have within these Air Maxes make them super, super clean. And the blue pair, the fact that this kind of reminds me of the exact same color that we just received on the Azure Slides. I think the blue pair, the fact that it's just different from the white and the black, we can of course pick white and black Nikes up all the time, but that blue pair is super, super clean. Now with the sneaker news out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the upcoming sneaker releases that are going to be going down this week. Looks like the Air Jordan 1 UNC to Chicago will officially drop this week. Now I think that these will drop on select retailers when they do come up, but with that being said, I think that this one is going to release kind of random across the next month. Also dropping is the Air Jordan 7 Infrared. And we will of course have a second opportunity at Action Bronson's highly anticipated New Balance 990 V6. These will of course drop on New Balance website whenever the queue goes live. When we will tweet it out, we'll say, hey, the queue's up, be sure to join. Would recommend to join on a few different devices to increase your chances of getting past the queue, because these are going to be really, really difficult to cop. Would probably, if you have a tablet or a mobile device, open up a queue there, open up a queue on desktop, because that's pretty much what everybody's going to be doing to try to get past the queue so they can add a pair to cart. And LaMelo Ball's second signature Puma basketball sneaker will officially drop this week. Now this one, if you have tuned in on the channel in the past, this one's a bit unique. This one is going to drop as an NFT, and if you do have the Gutter Cat Gang NFT, you can redeem the NFT to get the actual physical sneaker. Now per reports, the first thing that I did read is that these were going to exclusively drop on wherever you buy NFTs, OpenSea, that's where they drop. As you can tell, I'm an expert at these NFTs, so it'll be interesting to see how this first release plays out, and let us know down below in the comments, is this one you're going to be going for? Now after tons and tons of Nike Nocta Drake sneakers got stolen from the ports in Los Angeles, that's a whole nother story within itself, which I'll put the headlines up here. They are going to officially drop on Nocta's website this week. And then of course we will have a restock of the Nike Dunk Low Team Gold. And another thing that I wanted to add here is we talked about the 400,000 potential stock, rumored stock that people are just throwing out there to kind of get their whatever's out there. If stock is really that going to be that high for the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG UNC toes, there have been some rumors and speculations that they're going to see a shock drop. Now as of right now, to be 100% transparent, there is no confirmed shock drop for these sneakers. Now that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, but when it does happen, be sure to follow us on Twitter, enable notifications when the shock drop happens. We will tell you before it happens, probably 30 minutes before it happens, or maybe a day before it happens, that hey, this is rumored that these are going to shock drop tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, and that way you'll know exactly when and you'll be prepared for it. So that pretty much sums it up for today's video when it comes to sneaker releases, sneaker release news. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a big thumbs up, and we'll catch you in the next one.